It seems like forever, and your nights of confusion has been so long. Your ship has lost anchor, and the storm that you drifted. Just hold on to Jesus and ride out your storm. Ride out your storm. God is still with you. You may not feel it, but you're not alone. You're hurting now, but your morning is coming. Lord of mercy, just hold on to Jesus and ride out your storm. Very pleasant good evening to you. It's indeed a beautiful Saturday evening in and out of the Atlanta area. How you doing, Miss Atlanta from Miss Nadine from Atlanta? Good to have you here on Jamaican Explosion this evening. How's it going this evening?
Oh, Pastor Rob, I'm still recovering from my CC Winan concert. That was so good.
I told you that you wasn't supposed to talk about that because you were all alone and enjoyed that all by yourself. Oh, how was it?
Pastor
How
Rob,
was it?
it was fantastic. She brought the house down. She delivered the vocals, the praise and worship. Oh my God, it was fantastic. And just being there, seeing it performed live. Oh my God, she really ministered to us. It was fantastic.
Very good, very good, very good. So I'm thinking that you had a good time along with your daughter.
Yeah, I didn't have a good time. I had a great
Oh,
time.
you had a great time. You had a great time. Okay. All right. All right. Right. Well, it's good to see that you have recovered somewhat. Right. And
Yes,
you're
I'm
here.
looking forward to my next concert. It's gonna be November 3rd with Mercy Me, Zach Williams, and Toby Max. So I'm like super excited again.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay. So that should be a great one for you. And you're going to tell me about that one too. Hey, but we got some work ahead of us this evening, right?
Yes,
Some
yes,
good things
yes. We have
coming up
some
here.
awesome guests.
Yeah, on Jamaican Explosion, and I like your new cut on the show here. Hotlanta happening as our own a restream now, so we just join our restream together and bring you the show. That's great. Okay, all right. So it's good to have you here with us this evening, Nadine. And guess what? I don't know if you know, but the chef down at Sparkles this evening, they're having he's having a birthday party down there at Mikey Sparkles. You know that chef, that good chef that
Oh
made me.
yes.
Oh my God, man! That guy that made that great food.
Yeah, I forgot to share the photos with you so you could share it with persons. That fish was good. That soup was just to die for.
Yeah.
He's got it
Yeah.
going on, guys.
So this evening, if you ain't got nowhere to go and you don't have anything planned, make yourself way down to Mikey Sparkles this evening. We're gonna go get the address for you, and you want to go check out chefs. That's all I know him as, a chef. I didn't even have to get a name for him because chef was just good enough. He wears that title so well. And that's all I know my chef. When I say chef, they know who to call and who to send. So that's good that we have him on lined up for us this evening. I'm not sure where Nadine went, but she'll be back in a second. And I've got a very good two great guests for us this evening on the show, right?
Oh, yes, I'm super excited to talk about them because one of the things they're passionate about is pouring into the youth. So I'm definitely looking
Yes,
forward to
yes.
to to talking to both of them.
Yeah, so we have Commissioner Maxwell Chambers and he's from Miramar, Florida. Yeah, you give me the proper pronunciation for that.
Miramar.
Miramar, Florida. Okay, so he's going to come in and he's going to speak to us about his escapades down there in that area and what he brings to the table. And we're going to hear a little bit from. I'll let you know that this show is not only in Canada, it's not only in Jamaica, it's all over. So when you speak, we speak for everyone. We just based in the Metro Atlanta area. Okay, but
Yes.
yeah, and then later on today, I've got none other than Paul Abrams. Paul Abrams coming straight out of Jamaica, and he's going to be talking to us about the Mr. and Mrs. Jamaica High School program. He's getting ready to get it started again, so I'm looking forward to that this evening as well as we get started here on Jamaican Explosion. This is Saturday, the 21st. Nadine, you got to stay kind of steady there because when you cut off of me, I don't know where you went. At this point in time, let's go ahead and introduce our first guest for the evening, Commissioner Maxwell Chambers. And Nadine, you're going to take this interview, okay? As he comes along. Here he is, Commissioner. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well, Pastor. Thank you so much, and thank you for asking.
Oh, well, it's good to have you here. You see that smile? That smile is only coming from Florida because you know the weather has changed up here on us. You see what I'm saying?
Well, after listening to you and Nadine, I'm going to be driving straight to Atlanta because it seems like all the fun are in Atlanta and all the food are there. So, all that mouth-watering dishes you're talking about, I'm going to have to drive up there.
Oh,
Most
yes,
definitely.
definitely. We'll take you around once you get here. We're looking forward to hanging with you.
All right. I'm looking forward to being in Atlanta next month.
I
I
Okay,
should be with the National League of City. Their convention is in Atlanta this year.
okay,
So I'm looking forward to being there for like a few days.
okay. Very good.
And I'll be coming back quickly because we have our very own Patty LaBelle will be here. So
wow.
Oh,
uh,
Oh, don't be
only in the city of Miramar.
I know you guys have so much happening. I just can't keep up. There's always something happening in Miramar.
well, you know, Atlanta is getting that way too. At least Metro Atlanta is getting that way lately. Where there's just everything happening here. I think things are just happening. I guess after COVID shut everybody down, everybody's just on the rampage.
That's right. That's right. We gone through that pandemic, and thank God, a lot of us survived. But unfortunately, we lost a lot of folks to
Hmm.
COVID-19, and it seemed like there's a missing piece of our life during that time. So it's like some of these days you don't realize that so much time has passed.
Yes, yes.
So but we got to keep it moving, and thank God we are here, and we got to continue to support the folks that's still here with us.
Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna get off just for a little bit and let Nadine take this interview with you, since you all are good friends. I'm listening. I'm in the background, but I'm getting a video ready, video up for you. Okay, so Nadine, go ahead and take it.
So, Commissioner, I know a little bit about you, but tell our listeners a little bit about Maxwell Chambers. Who is he? Where's he from? And how did he end up to be Commissioner of Miramar?
Wow, that's a tough question, but let me take a crack at it. As you know, I'm Maxwell B. Chambers, right here in South Florida, in a very up and coming, well, we passed up and coming, very, what should I say, um, city of Miramar. It's just a very vibrant city, and I'm just fortunate to be one of the elected officials here in the city of Miramar. It's five of us that sits on the desk, and all five of us have Jamaican background. So that's our claim to fame in the city of Miramar. So that's a good thing. But for me, lady, I was born in Jamaica, a little place called Longbow, and then raised in Johns Hall, Clarendon. My mother was a single mother, and I grew up with my grandparents, brother Marcus and Miss Gertie. So, my mother had to go work in Kingston, Bahamas. I think she went to Cayman also, and then she ended up here in South Florida, where for a period of time, she was undocumented, out of status, I should say. And she just worked her way and eventually to brought us here in the 1981. I believe it's February 12th, 1981. So it's me, my brother, and my sister. I'm the eldest, and you know, uh, grew up in Carol City. You know, the city's Miami Garden, and my mom still live in the same house. You know, so I'm just blessed to have experience in both countries, to be born and raised in Jamaica for the first 18 years of my life, and to experience that village where people look out for each other. Just to have that, I mean, that's priceless. Everyone in my community knew me and knew my home. My home was where folks come to get things to work, to eat, to sleep. And, my grandparents, they were extremely poor. And when they got to where they can do for others, they gave back. So um, that's what they did, and I'm extremely, extremely proud of that, because to see my grandfather work the farm and my grandmother go to the market, Frankfield and Kingston, Coronation Market, and do her thing, they work together very well and raise 10 children. So my mother shared nine other siblings, and a few of them passed away, but I have to give thanks to my mother and my family tree.
I definitely, as someone who knows you, I can definitely see that community spirit coming out in you. And Miramar, but how did you become commissioner? That's the part that people want to know. Why that job area versus any other area? Lawyer, doctor.
Well, the commissioner is a thankless job. It's something that nobody really cares about much. They don't think about it. They don't thank you. But me growing up in Jamaica, my grandparents realized that I was never going to go to college. And I went to trade school in Janesville, secondary school. Now it's a high school. So I learned to make cabinets and furniture. And when I moved there, that's what I did. And then I ended up owning my own business, making furniture and cabinets. And by staying involved in my community and volunteering and so forth, and people get to know you. So when you serve your community, then before when you want to lead them, they don't mind allowing you to lead, because they know that you had served your community. And by me doing that, and just stay out of trouble, because um, my mom, one of the things that she says was, when she was working so many jobs, we don't get to see her much, but she said she had never had to worry about her children, because she know that we're not going to go looking to get in trouble. So that's helped me a lot, because once you get in trouble, then you're not going to be able to become an elected official, when someone runs your background. So with that, I involve in the community, and help people to get elected. And then folks always asking me, but I'm like, no, no. And then finally, it dawned on me that I think I could do this, and that was one of the things, when I called my mother and told her that I want to run, she's like, why would you want to do such a thing? And she cried and hung up the phone on me, So my mom started crying and she hung up the phone, because she know how politics is. And, people, they want to bring you down, and all your business is out there and so forth. But for some reason, she thought about it and called me back like 4 hours later and said, son, are you sure this is what you want to do? I said, yes, mom. She said, okay, let's go. And she never looked back since. Mom has been on board, supporting me, and the community has been supporting me. And with that, I got elected 3 times. So
Wow.
um, you got to be doing something right to get elected the first time. So not too many people that run for office and their first try they get elected. So I'm just thankful and grateful for that.
Yes,
And
Commissioner. It's good to have you on with us. And in case you just joined us here, you're in tune to Jamaica Explosion. And I've got Commissioner Maxwell B. Chambers with us this evening. And of course, Nadine from Atlanta happening. And wow, what an interesting story. 3 times, from the very first time. Okay. And go
Pastor,
ahead, go ahead.
and you should know, when God has something in store for you,
What you say?
nobody. I say you should know, Pastor, when God has something in store for you, Nobody, no man can take that away from
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
So
That's saying what you say is just a saying that we see down here in Georgia. So what you say? Ah,
so I didn't even get here by myself. He know where he wanted to put me, and he had it laid out, and he's like, I'm going to put you here.
yeah,
You're gonna serve the community, and that's what he did.
very good, very good.
And Commissioner, as someone who met you maybe what 2 years now, I definitely can attest to that. And I've only met you 2 years because, unfortunately, I met you under sad scenario when there was a death in my family, and you reached out
Hmm.
to offer that community center to us and your condolences and stuff. So from my perspective, I just want to say thank you for reaching out to us, and I can see, your helping hand to other persons in the community. So,
Thank you so
I
much.
think Nadine, that you
And
brought along a little tape here of Commissioner. I'm going to play it right here so they could see him at briefly, at work right here, and we're going to get it going here in a second. 1 second, 1 second. We're going to have it up here and running. Okay. Okay, let's get it going. Okay. Okay, 1 second.
Sure to check out the 5,000 Role Models of Excellence project. You can Google it or you can meet up with our very own Commissioner Maxwell. Give him a round of applause. There have been other mentors, including our very own Serge Jane, who have also been mentoring in this program. Again, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a night of fashion, art, but it's also always a great opportunity to give back. One more time, give it up for our commissioner, Commissioner Maxwell Chambers, and Director Joanne Welch, and these young men. Be sure to check out the 5,000 Role Models of Excellence project. You can Google it or you can meet up with our very own.
Okay, there you go, there you go, there you go. Wow, wow. Tell us a little bit about that one right there, Commissioner.
Lady had to put me out there like that.
Oh, you
Um,
didn't tell him, Nadine. Come on.
well, this is a great program. This is something that started by
Hmm.
Congresswoman Frederica Wilson, 5,000 role model for young men,
Hmm.
and a school, elementary school teacher know of me, and she reached out to me to be a mentor for her classroom.
Hmm.
And this is a school outside of my district, and this is in Miami-Dade County. And I said yes. I went down and met with them and got inducted, and so I become a role model for those young men. And I thought what a good thing it is to have them to open up my annual fashion show at the city of Miramar. I had them come by and we walked the runway to show that young men in our community need support and there's a way to give back, so other folks could see that it was just something that was really, really, really inspiring and something that I really wanted to do and to give back to my community.
That's great. You said annual. What time during the year do you have that annual show?
Well, my fashion show is early part of December.
Okay.
This year is going to be December 9th
Hmm.
and 10th.
Hmm.
And so it's a Miramar International Art and Fashion show in Miramar. So, and last year we had a speaker from Atlanta. She drove down and
Hmm.
was able to do a workshop with us. So we have different things happening around the fashion show and the art gallery and so forth. So for those of you who want to come down, it's international. We're looking for designers from all over the world. And we must say we have some fantastic, some fabulous Jamaican designer.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, yeah, yes, yes. And we even have international designer that lived right here in Miramar. We were so happy to have them last year.
Okay, maybe Nadine, we could move the show down there that weekend.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I love Florida, so any reason to head that way is good for me. So,
okay.
what was the initiative behind that project?
You know, folks always come to me with idea, and a young lady, good friend of mine, I'm sure it's no relative to you, but share your last name, introduced me to this gentleman who have experience doing fashion shows and so forth. So we got together. We're like, yeah, why not bring that to Miramar? So to give people a variety of things. We're all about the community, and we're so diverse. So we want to do things that gonna keep the community always engaged. And we started the fashion show here in the city of Miramar, and it went over pretty well. So we want to continue that and make sure it's a success in our community.
Okay. So, on a whole, like, do you have like a cutoff date where those persons that want to participate have to get in touch with you guys by that date or anything like that?
Well, usually the my coordinator for the fashion show, he have experience doing fashion shows and swim week and so forth. So he would have these designer reach out to him,
Okay.
and they would come with their model or so forth. Or if they don't have model, then we would share model with each designer. This year, I want to try something a little different. I want to make sure, as you could see, I walked the runway last year, but now I want to also engage our employees and maybe have a session on the Sunday night where we have different employees also walk the runway, especially those employees that we can identify who are interacting with people in our community and doing stuff and giving back. We want to make sure we highlight them and have them walk in the runway.
Okay, that's definitely something interesting, something definitely to look forward to. Do I hear invite in the making?
Of course, we welcome everyone. It's international. We'd love for you to be here. If you're not doing anything, early December, come on down. It can make a little mini vacation out of it, you know.
I know,
We
right?
would love to have you. Bring your team, bring the camera, and I'm sure you'll get some nice footage to broadcast back and to Atlanta and all over the world.
Okay. Oh, that sounds like a plan, Nadine. That sounds like a plan. We're gonna plan for this.
And if that don't work for you, then we do have our annual New Year's Eve ball drop. So if early December doesn't work, then late December will work,
Okay.
which is the 31st of December.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
That's
planning for that ball drop. Yeah.
and we have international performer Mr. Luciano
What?
will be performing for us this year. So
At the ball drop. At the ball drop.
at the ball
Y'all
drop.
be dropping the ball down there, huh?
Pastor Rob, I will be there. I definitely I was gonna be in that area. So definitely I'm gonna take Mr. Chambers up on that.
Okay, very good. You could be my broadcaster down there for that one. Okay.
And at that time of the year, it'll be too cold in Atlanta. So come this side of the world.
Yeah, that sounds big right there. But Commissioner, how has it
Yes,
been,
sir.
how has it been representing the Jamaican community in your area over the last 3 years? How has it been? They say we are challenging people when sometimes,
Oh well, you have to have a lot of patience, but it's been real good.
Yeah.
One of the things for me, they call me the People's Commissioner or the People's Choice, because Mr. Einstein said it's not that he's smarter than anyone else, but he stick up with the problem a lot longer. So he stay with it a lot longer,
Right.
and you have to be patient when you're dealing with so much different culture here,
Hmm.
not just the Jamaican culture. We have Haitian, Hispanic community, and so forth,
Hmm.
and living in America is different from back home,
Hmm.
and people need special attention, special stuff. So what I do, I try to be engaged and be there for, let's say, like this week. A lot of my situation I was dealing with this week is building permits, whether it's getting a roof done or getting windows or a door, a driveway.
Hmm.
And when folks runs into difficulty,
Hmm.
they call me, and then I try to help them through that. You know, someone might say, "I just put my permit in, and they say it's gonna take 4 weeks.
Hmm.
I gotta get it done quickly," or "My permit been in for the last 6 weeks
Hmm.
or 3 months." So and then for folks who that said they got a violation or fine,
Mhm.
you know, so they come to me and I get those things resolved. So we all have different things that we do, and I try to take my time with the resident and making sure that um, my thing is like, let me handle the stress for you,
Yeah.
because you want to take away that from your resident and make it much easier for them to do their daily thing that they need to do for their family, because people get stressed out over simple things because they don't understand the process and they don't understand why they've been cited and how the system working. And Jamaican, they don't want to deal with the law at all. And once they get a violation, they think that the law is coming at them. So I'm here to simplify that for them. Call me, I'll take away the problem and make it much easier for you. So
Commissioner,
that's why I'm here.
can you double in Atlanta? 'Cause we need someone to take away our situations down.
We're going to clone him.
And I can't solve every problem, but when you can put someone's mind at ease,
Yeah.
it's a great thing, because stress and so much stuff is out there bringing us down, and
Mm.
it's a killer. So making someone life easy and just to be here. That's why I said God put me in this position. So many people that have gone through process here
Mhm.
and make it much easier for them, and it's just a tremendous blessing. And they will tell you, you know. So I'm truly grateful to be in this position to help so many people.
Commissioner, I know you don't like when I talk about this, but this just still always forever stand out in my memory when you came to the Atlanta Jamaican Association ball, and we were supposed to get the Fab Five guys at the airport, and some of those guys had disabilities, and you just literally put your backpack down and jumped in to help us pack the car and get those guys to where they needed to go. And I was humbled by your willingness to just jump in. It just literally stood out. And I just wanted to say, keep that going. We can see why the city of Miramar chose you.
When you come from a humble beginning and you love people and you want to serve and you want to help, and I don't have to be in the office to do what I'm doing. So I'm just another person God put into this position. So it's not about the title; it's about doing the right thing. And anytime I can help, I'm always gonna do that. Once I have health and strength.
Okay. Well, Commissioner, tell me about now the things that you do that carry over back into Jamaica, so to speak. Because I know as a commissioner, representative of Jamaica within your area, there
Hmm.
are some programs that you run that will help out back in the homeland or that reaches back to the Caribbean down in Jamaica.
Right. Well, we have so many nonprofits here that they focus is to give back and to help Jamaica. And we very fortunate to have a great Consul General, Oliver Meir, that always engaged.
Okay.
And I'm one of the first person that he reached out to when he um, got installed into this position.
Uh huh.
And during the pandemic, they keep reaching out, and we have done so much stuff for the national that got stranded here, different places in the United States. They ship them here, and just to make sure they have food to eat, a place to sleep, and so forth. It's was a blessing to have someone like him who are engaged and to
Hmm.
engage the community. And he reached out to all of us, all the elected officials, to make sure we stay involved and
That's
help
great.
in any way that we can. And we have a lot of different organizations that reach out to me. We help in some ways. We give them donation. We help them with their fundraising and so forth.
Hmm.
Jamaican, no, we have Jamaican women of Florida. We have the Jamaican men of Florida,
Hmm.
and you name it. Everything that's happening here. We
Hmm.
bring folks from Jamaica to perform here, so they
Uh-huh.
get paid and they could go back home and take care of themselves and their families. There's a lot of stuff that we're doing here. Some you see, some you don't see, but it's all adds up.
Okay, very good, very good. I'm not familiar too much with the Miramar area, but I'm always down there in Fort Lauderdale, and my brother lives in West Palm Beach down there. How close are you to those areas?
Not far. Fort Lauderdale is just maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes away.
All right.
So we are in the southwest portion of Broward County. Most
Mm-hmm.
people are not familiar with Broward County. They're familiar with Fort Lauderdale, and Hollywood. So we west of Hollywood
Mm-hmm.
and just north of Miami Garden.
Mm-hmm.
So we share county line with Miami-Dade and Broward County. So we like pushing towards the Everglades.
Okay, very good, very good, very good. Nadine, I'm gonna just take a little pause from Commissioner here. We're gonna come back and finish with him in a second. If you're watching us today, if you're watching us today, if you're watching us tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, whatever your time is that you watch Jamaican Explosion, I want to welcome you to the program this evening. And you're into the Jamaican Explosion, and I have with us this evening Commissioner Maxwell Chambers. I would say the honorable, because once you come from Jamaica and you have those kind of positions, you have to have the honorable.
Honorable but humble.
Yes, you know, saying two titles that should go together, as it should. But
Oh,
but that's all right. But yeah, and thanks for stopping in and kind of just sharing with us a little bit about what's happening down there in Florida. Okay, but there is I'm gonna come back to you in a second, Commissioner. Okay, there is a
yes, sir.
Christmas party coming up, and Commissioner, you might want to stay and want to hear that because you might want to come up for this Christmas party, the Jamaica. You're inviting us down and we're inviting you up. Okay.
That's right.
There's a Christmas party that's happening by the Atlanta Jamaica Association, and it will be taking place at. Let me put it on screen here for you so you could see it and share it with our audience right here. Nadine, you might want to fill us in just a little bit on this as we bring it up right here. Okay. Okay, so that's the Atlanta Jamaica Association Christmas party. Uh,
Yes, it's our annual party and it's usually very good. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a part of it. That they always get some awesome DJs. The food is good, and it's just a great way to kick off the holidays, really.
yes, yes, yes. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. I start getting the presents. Nadine, I'm getting the presents in early this year. Yeah, but come on out and join us down at the Atlanta Jamaica Association and Christmas party. And of course, it's at 8010 Rockbridge Road in Litonia, Georgia. So come on out, nice place. I was there last year. We had a good time.
Yes, yes. And guys, I know you Jamaicans, you like to be late. We're starting on time.
What time we say we start, Nadine?
I think it's going to be starting at 7. So come on out. You want to make sure you get the best for your money. You want to get your dance moves in. And if you come too late, then it will shorten your dance time. So just come on out pretty early and have a good time.
Yeah, because we're only going until midnight. So, the earlier come, the more dance that you have um, to get in and more meet and greet. And we're looking forward to just having a fabulous time down there. Of course, where's the address for this? The front page events. Front page events, 8010 Rockbridge Road. So we're looking forward to seeing everyone there in town. And you must bring a gift, unwrapped gift, right? For
Yes,
your
yes. We
giveaway.
donate that, usually donate that gift to a charity. So at the end of the night, we collect it and then the next day we deliver it for one of the nurse homes for the kids. So that's just a little thank you to them because not every child is going to have a gift. So that's just our way of helping with that process.
And of course, we have music by DJ Extreme. And Nadine, you probably could tell me about that because you're the dancer. Okay.
Like I said, we have a good time. We have an awesome time, and we're just encouraging persons to get their tickets early, early, people, early, so we can reserve your food and everything.
Okay, very good. So once again, folks, the Atlanta Jamaica Association Christmas party taking place on Saturday, December the 2nd, and it's at the Front Page Events at 8010 Rockbridge Road, Latona, Georgia. I want to see everybody there and be late. Don't be late, but be early and come to party and enjoy the ride. Okay. All right.
Also, I mean, if you're not able to come, feel free to buy a ticket and give it to someone else. At least you'll be donating to a worthy cause, because all our funds are gonna go towards our scholarships. So
Yeah, but we want to see you. So come on in the place, okay? We want to see you. So come on out. I know that we're having it early enough because around the 15th or so is when everybody kick off theirs. You know what I'm saying? You get all those Christmas party going, the Mikey Sparkles Christmas party, which is going to be on the 15th, I believe. And so we make sure we have ours a little earlier in the year so you have time to go to all the rest. So let ours be the first one you start with.
we're at a kickoff party.
Okay, all right, yes, and once again we have a commissioner. Wow, commissioner, it has been a pleasure having you. You're so down to earth. I could see you just kicking back with the folks down there, with the Jamaican folks down there. One of the boys, huh?
Yeah, Pastor, if I may say real quick, I'm so amazed by the Jamaica Atlanta Association, and it's something that they don't talk about too often. But
Yes,
this organization been in existence for more than 46 years,
yes,
and
sir.
that speak a lot of volume. And people need to know that this is a very reputable organization that's been here in Atlanta for in excess. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. But it's more than 46 years, right?
Yeah, it's about that. It's about that. Yeah, yeah.
Right, right,
And then there are
uh,
so many spin-offs to it too, you know.
right. So to be serving their people and serving the community, it brings a lot of credibility. And folks need to know that they can always support it. You don't have to be at the gala, you don't have to be at the dance, but you can contribute so they can continue to help the folks that they do help in Atlanta and Jamaica. And that's a tremendous good thing to have a reputable organization been around for so long,
Hmm.
so long in Atlanta.
We gonna make you our new spokesperson, Commissioner.
Well, commissioner can stop by every once in a while and tell us about what's going on down there. Because this is a program that
Of course.
is international. This is internet. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So you get it everywhere. So
I,
uh,
I
in,
don't mind getting on it every once in a while and,
yeah. So give us
let
a
you know what's
yeah,
happening.
yeah,
And when I'm in Atlanta, I stop by your
yeah.
studio and see
Very.
your setup.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Maybe I could learn a thing or two.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nadine, ancient Chinese secret.
Right, right. If we tell you, we're gonna have to kill you.
But I really need to find those places that have those food, Nadine.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Yeah, the spice, sometimes the spice is right. So I would love to check it out.
Okay, okay. The next time you're in town, if you're not booked out, we'll
All
make it
right.
happen. I
All
Okay.
will
right.
probably take you down to Mikey Sparkles to go get that
Yeah.
nice soup that we had.
Yeah. 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 Yes, man. That
well,
the,
well, let,
the
tell
mayor.
all those British Jamaicans that are in Atlanta tonight. We are having our Black British Gala. So, our vice mayor was born in London and grew up in Jamaica.
Wow.
So, I know she live here in the States. So, we do things to celebrate the different culture and the different nationality, and to that gap. Jamaica have that rich heritage. Britain, we are from the wing rush, and all those folk that migrate to the UK to help that country. So we're having
Yes. Yes.
our Black British Gala tonight.
Very good. So you're going out. I'm commissioner. You're going out on the town.
Actually, I do have another before that one, so I'm going to be running
Okay.
to that one and then come back for the British gala.
Okay. Well, Commissioner, it was our pleasure having you on Jamaican Explosion. We're relatively new in the area, but we thanks to Nadine for making the connection. And you tell everyone that there's a reputable show in Atlanta.
Right. And the Jamaican
Jamaica,
Explosion is right here. Stick and
yeah.
stay, don't go anywhere. You're gonna be right back, right? Right,
Uh,
Pastor?
come on. But Commissioner, you just reading on my lines. Already, you talking about chicken state. I'm the only person that back from in the 90s and the 80s too. Stick and stay. Don't touch that
Stick and
dial.
stay. No, Pastor Rob, listen, I got to see you. It's been a pleasure doing it with you and Nadine. I wish you well. And the Jamaican Explosion is all over the world. It's right here in Miramar. It's right there in your community, wherever you are, Canada, USA, Jamaica, the UK.
Thank you
Where
so much.
else, Pastor?
Everywhere.
Worldwide. We are
Once,
worldwide.
Worldwide.
once you could pull the internet down, we're there.
All right.
And
All right. It's
we
been a
thank you
blast. It's
again.
been a blast. I love to come back on and do it with
Thank
you
you,
guys.
sure. Thank you. And just
Invite you back
reminding
anytime.
our listeners to subscribe so you can get this great station.
All
Very
right.
good.
I
Very good.
will. I will. Thank you for
God
having
bless
me.
you. We'll
Thank
party too much
you.
now, Commissioner. Okay?
All
All
right,
right.
sir. Thank you, sir. All
All
right,
right,
then.
very good. Be
Okay.
blessed. Be
All right.
blessed. Yes, indeed, Nadine. So there we have it. Commissioner stopped by, and wow, it was great learning about this um, wonderful person that they have down there in Miramar. Do I have it right? Correct?
Yes, you do.
And he's commissioner, and we're so proud of him for being, from the island of Jamaica. We produce good things and good stuff and good people, everything good, right?
Oh yes. And there's always room for improvement. And then, that blending of cultures, bringing a little Jamaica here and, introducing persons to our culture and bringing awareness is just a wonderful thing to blend.
Okay, we have another guest coming up in a second here, Paul Abrams, and I see he's signed on. He's not already yet on screen, but we're going to get a little chance to get him on together. But 2 weeks ago, Nadine, it was actually what, Heroes Day down in
Hmm.
Jamaica, right? And
Yes.
I got a little clippage of some things that went on down there. So I'm going to show that little clippage right here, and then we're going to come back, and I'm going to see if Mr. Abrams is ready. Oh yeah. He's ready. He's getting ready to come on. But I want to show you that Jamaican Explosion. We touch down into Jamaica, and we bring you some things that are happening down there too. This is just a small clippage of what happened down there in Jamaica around Heroes Day, thanks to Nicolette. And you know who Nicolette is, Nadine. She sent me this little clippage here. We don't do our Heroes Day here is different from the Heroes Day there. So I just wanted to share this with the audience today. Okay, let me get into it right here. Okay, very good. Mhm.
It's long time girl, me never see you. Come make me hold your hand. Election crossing the line, we call the line. Make me hold your hand, girl. Make me hold your hand. Man of courage, a man of strength. Sammy was a man of excellence. They caught some short and hung him on a tree. But his death bring freedom for you and me. Man of courage, a man of strength. Sammy was a man of excellence. Project for the punch as William Gardner, which is due tomorrow. I'm gonna need our phone for the research. Who are you? I am George William Gordon. Where
you live? I lived on old land in St. Thomas. What did you do for our country? I fought for the rights of our people so they can own land and live. I was a part of the Morant Bay Rebellion. Okay, then enough things in the full country then. Be happy, be happy, be happy, everybody,
Yes, indeed, indeed. We get a little taste of it.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Could you imagine? That was just a little clip of the things that were happening down in Jamaica over the Heroes Day weekend. And I see the youths are very, very well involved and very well involved in their heroes and their culture and so forth like that. Canadian, and then in a second or so we'll have Mr. Paul Abrams coming up. I see him standing by here, but it's good to when you're in America, it's good to be able to look back and just see how what's going on in the school system down in Jamaica and how they are learning about the history and about the folks that went ahead and paved the way as heroes for this wonderful country called Jamaica. Yes, you're in tune to Jamaican Explosion, and this is Pastor Rob and Nadine from Atlanta happening. And how are you doing? How are you doing this evening? We're going to be here and we're going to be on until what time today, Nadine? We're on till 6:30 today, okay? And I've got a very, 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 very interesting guest coming up for you in just a second. And I can't wait to get him on screen. And we're going to do that right now. Mr. Paul Abrams, how are you doing? Let's bring him onto the Jamaican Explosion screen. Welcome, Paul. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Man, you're bright and bright and bright, man. That sunshine make you all talk a little bit stronger when you're down there.
Yes, but we having rain now. It was
Okay.
raining in the afternoon here.
Oh yeah, man.
But let me say good afternoon to your viewers and the diaspora all over the world.
Yes.
Good afternoon. And welcome to Jamaica.
What a sweet place to live.
But sweet jam down.
Sweet jam down. And we want to say welcome to Jamaica Explosion.
Wonderful. We're grateful to be on your platform.
Yes, it's good to have you, sir.
Yes.
So, Paul, tell us a little bit about yourself and your. I see so many things that you're doing as far as a community leader.
Yes.
I think by calling you a community leader, I probably will capture most of the things that you do. Not cover everything, but that being a leader in the community. Why is it important that we are leaders in our community?
Because God sent us on this earth for a purpose, and when we come, we just need to do what God asks us to do, which is to lead. So, with that being said, it is very important that we can give back and mold and encourage people on the whole.
Yes.
To live a better life, to enjoy life to the fullest.
That's what we're here to do, right?
Yes.
We're
passing through, and it is good to leave a book for them to read.
Oh, wow. I love that. I
love.
Please repeat that again. That's a statement that is worthy to be repeated.
We are passing through on this earth.
Yes.
and our legacy must be a book for one to read.
I don't know if anybody ever said that before in a Paul, but I'm
Yes,
gonna have to attribute that one to you.
yes, yes.
That's
Thank you.
that's a strong saying.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We need
So
to understand that we're passing through,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
and our legacy lives on once we leave a book.
Yes. Once we leave a book.
Once we leave a book, and
Okay.
we all leave a book,
Okay.
but it
All right.
must be a book that one can read and enjoy,
Wow.
feel
Wow.
comfortable reading.
All right.
Like myself and you and many people who have
Mhm.
been contributing to the development of young people across the world.
That's
What you're
great.
doing right now is
Hmm.
putting persons on the platform, expressing what is it they have within them, the talent that they're expressing. And you have a platform where persons like myself are able to express this.
Very good.
I do the Mr. and Miss Jamaica High School. I do Miss Vineyard Town. I
Hmm.
encourage young people to participate in community development and volunteerism.
Hmm. Wow. Wow. Tell us a little bit about the Mr. and Mrs. Jamaica High School. Let's start right.
Mr. and Miss Jamaica High School, it's a one stage talent event
Hmm.
which encourage all high schools across Jamaica to participate in.
Hmm.
It doesn't matter the level, as long as you're an high school student, you're
Hmm.
entitled to participate in this event. But
Hmm.
it has two components. So
Hmm.
you have the competition, which
Okay.
is expressing your talent and your
Hmm.
flair on stage and thing. But then we have what we call the development workshop. So
Hmm.
it's a rehearsal and it's a workshop
Hmm.
where myself and other persons from government, private sector come
Hmm.
in and do mentorship. Our team this year
Hmm.
is self-branded.
Hmm.
And we for Immaculate Modeling Agency, which is the mother for
Hmm.
the program, we teach 9 principles to achieve your personal goals,
Hmm.
10 lessons to one conversation.
Hmm.
We teach life coping skill. Why? Okay, one of the things is that body, as I was saying today to the students,
Hmm.
body language is most often used,
Hmm.
and you express yourself with your body with the way you walk. So you don't have
Hmm.
to talk. Walking in your uniform, you
Hmm.
sell a brand, you speak a brand, you talk about the school. So
Hmm.
how do you wear this brand? Do
Hmm.
you stand with them girls stand? Do you walk with your pants with your bottom out, exposing yourself? Is
Hmm.
that a part of the uniform? Is that a part of the brand? You are selling the school wrong. So I was saying to them today that you are all leaders in your own rights.
Hmm.
And we would like you to go back into the schools and have your own development program. This is how a young lady is supposed to stand in her uniform. Her 2 feet must be together. She don't stand and spread her feet apart. The damn girl stand. The man, he must stand like a soldier. You get what I'm saying? Powder must be smelled, not seen. So you have some schoolgirls, even up to sixth form, they will wear their uniform and then you see the powder before you see them. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Some of them has lost the flavor. They don't know whether they're white or they're black and they're brown. Thank God, God gave me this color and I have it for 54 years. I remain dark. This is how God. So I don't need to rub my skin to look brown. I was teaching them to accept yourself.
My God.
Wow, that's
Accept
deep.
yourself.
That is deep.
Hmm. Yes, indeed. So is that a part of what you call modeling?
Okay, I was saying to them today when I had
Mhm.
this standing,
Grooming,
ev-
grooming,
e-
grooming, grooming,
yeah,
grooming, grooming.
everybody model,
Yeah. Hmm.
everybody model.
Hmm.
But if you take center stage and
Yeah.
you want to take it a little further to do fashion modeling and go ahead.
Hmm.
But what I am grooming you for, you are a model, you are a leader.
Yes, yes.
You need to understand that
Hmm.
people wants to be like you.
Hmm.
Some students were like, "Sir, I did not know." I said, "Yes. What you wear, a child will look at you and
Hmm.
said, I would like that dress.
Hmm.
Sir, I like how you wear your pants. I like how you look when you go to school. I like the fact that you have 10 subjects. I like the fact that you come up from an humble beginning and you're sitting in a chair. I want to be like you." It's modeling.
Hmm.
You are modeling your brand, you're modeling a product, and somebody wants to be like you. Be careful of how you brand yourself.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's a good role model.
Yes.
Depends
Yes.
on, and a lot of people too. They need that positive role model to
Yes.
emulate. So
Yes.
what you're doing, that program really sounds fantastic. Almost made me feel like I should be back in high school to get in.
You should. You should. It's never too late for a shower, Rain. And that's why those things and time changing now because we have high school program with art at any age. Even if you're 60, you want to go through the high school and if they want to enter, I will allow them to participate.
So maybe you can go back and take an art class, okay?
I know, right? Just so I can get in.
Yeah.
Yes,
I just did an art class, level one um event planning. After
okay.
37 years of not being to school, and I was successful at passing. It's never too late for a shower, Rain.
That's right. That's right. That's right. So how did you get this grooming program started?
I started off in Vineyard Town with the Miss Vineyard Town over 33 years.
Mm,
I remember I admire nice things.
mm-hmm,
So there's this young lady that her mother used to have a pageant,
mm-hmm,
and I went there and we did like her. So I went there and I was,
mm-hmm,
fishing, fishing.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But then she didn't see me as her type, but we became good friends.
All right.
So I went to a show and I saw how they did their pageant,
Mm-hmm,
and it was so easy to me then. So then I certain young people in the community of Vineyard Town asked me to start a program, and I started the Miss Vineyard Town. Then now it is Mini and Miss Vineyard Town. A
okay.
young man by the name of Rowan that lives on the road. He
Mm-hmm,
was attending Meadowbrook High School.
mm-hmm,
So he admired my talent over the many years with the Miss Vineyard Town program. And then he introduced me to Miss Meadowbrook.
mm-hmm,
And when I went there, I started the Miss Meadowbrook competition. While doing this Meadowbrook competition, I realized that the girls, the students are very bright. They are somewhat rounded, but something was lacking.
mm,
Um, they wanted, yes, they love the pageant, but they want somebody to talk with them. I would call it the raw talk. Just talk to them plain.
mm-hmm,
So when I was doing the competition, I started talking with them.
mm-hmm,
So we talk about everything.
mm-hmm,
And then I realized that the grooming is needed.
mm-hmm,
So I used to incorporate the boys at the workshop. One of the main things with teenage girls, grade 10, is a relationship. A lot of persons are unaware of it, but by the time they reach grade 9,
mm-hmm,
they start thinking about relationship. So we would have a conversation,
mm-hmm,
and then I'll teach them how to sit. I'll tell them what to wear, how to attire themselves, because they will attract the wrong husband. And
mm-hmm,
when they attract the wrong husband, little later on in life, they blame the man. I said, no, blame yourself. You must dress for the business hour. You must speak for the business hour. So I
mm-hmm,
then started the grooming program at Meadowbrook. Then somebody called me at Dunoon Technical High School. Then I started the Miss Dunoon. And then I went to Queens. And I
mm-hmm,
one day my prayer asked God, said, can't I do a Wonipa school competition and start a competition? So I did register a competition named Bevies of Beauty.
mm-hmm,
When I went to Vauxhall, now I started doing Miss Vauxhall. The following year, a young man turned to me and said to me that you people keep on doing competitions and you're not incorporating the boys. And I looked into it and I said to myself, okay, mhm, reverse. And then I started the Mr. and Miss Vauxhall. We didn't get a chance to do Mr. and Miss
mm-hmm,
Meadowbrook. So I started to do Mr. and Miss Vauxhall,
right.
and then I started encouraging schools to start the Mr. and Miss. And then 2008,
Mm-hmm,
I decided on starting the Mr. and Miss Jamaica High School. It was eight school came on board.
mm-hmm,
And then when I started the competition now, then I realized the deepness and the need for a grooming program with the schools
mm-hmm,
and with the competition, because the males sometimes misunderstand the females and the female misunderstand the males sometimes. So
Mhm.
when we have the workshop, then we would have role play,
Mhm.
asking them to express themselves. We'll give them a team. I
Mhm.
remember one of the year, a young man turned and said he wanted to be an early father. And I said to him, when you get your child at age 16, put 16 more years to it. Say you are 37 and your daughter is 16. So your best friend might like your daughter. And he said he will kill him. I said, no, don't kill him. Blame yourself, because guess what happened? You are not ready. You are jumping the gun. Take your time. I live to see that young man now become a big man. And he came to me one day and he said, sir, you said something to me 15 years ago. And
Mhm.
I realized, but not only relationship, they want to learn life coping skill. Education is very important, very important. But guess what happened? It's a different world we are going into right now.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
have to multitask. You have to be able to can do this and do that and do that. It
Mhm.
is good to be educated. But can you MC a program if they call it MC a program? Can you go down to and buy 2 pound of yam for $200? Then rather go up to and go buy it for $600. Can you be that husband in your house later on? Because guess what happened? At the end of the day, after education, after getting your job, you want to go home to a wife. Are you able to sustain? Are you able to be that husband? Do not put down that money alone. Don't drive that car. Don't about this face. Don't about having intimate relationship a particular way where you express body fluid. Are you that rounded husband that make your wife smile? Are you that husband that make your wife
Mhm.
happy to see you come home? Not staying at work, working overtime, not staying at church until church door locked.
Pastor
You can't
Rob.
go home and be there because everything where pastor said, whether female pastor, the other day we were talking, a wife leave to go to church from 8 o'clock in the morning, and
Mhm.
her husband calling 11:30 the night, and she's in vestry praying. Now that woman is not educated, she's not groomed, she don't understand being a wife. For me, my opinion got vexed with her. You must be able to be rounded, proactive, be there for your family. You must be a family man, a family woman after leaving school. You must be rounded.
Okay, and no, Paul, I totally agree with you. And if there was ever a time that that need to be taught, that time is now.
Yes, it's not. Because can I say something to you?
Yeah, yes, sir.
I don't want to accuse what is happening,
Mhm.
but in my program, and I sometimes have to be careful of the persons who come in and mentor this student.
Mhm.
I may be wrong. I stand corrected. I think we are not so much stressing
Mhm.
on family life.
Mhm.
We are stressing on getting your education, be independent of a man, be
Mhm.
independent of a woman. So
Mhm.
it's like man and woman become like a wholesale. You want a man, you go one back juice shop, you buy a man. And you want a woman, you got to buy in there. The focus is not so much on family values anymore. It's so
Mhm.
much on education. Be very bright.
Mhm.
Be very bright. Buy
Mhm.
your car, buy a house, be independent. Wrong.
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
is good to be independent.
Mhm.
But guess what happened? Be independent where we can work together as a
Mhm.
Wow,
family. Yes.
Family.
that's deep.
Yes.
Yeah. So the focus on family as
Yes.
varied off, if we want to use
Yes.
that over the centuries.
Yes.
Wow. And it's good that we have people like yourself that are doing your best
Yes.
to strengthen those and bring back those family values. Think about those folks that were born in the 80s, 90s, Nadine, the 80s.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, in the so folks that were born in the 80s and the 90s and so forth like that, they need to be taught.
Yes.
uh, 2020s up to the 22, 23 that we are right now,
Yes.
there have been a strong drop off in family values,
Yes.
and and folks don't even know what family is really about.
Yes. Yes.
You know, because of this what do you call this, the scattered family. a
Yes,
nuclear
yes,
family anymore, but a
yes,
scattered family, and anything goes in family right now.
yes,
So
yes.
it's good to be bringing those family values back. And if you can't get it at home, why not get it through a program like yours?
You understand me? And incorporate other persons who will assist in making the program, effective. Because we do incorporate other organizations to come in and talk with the young ladies. Yeah.
Hmm.
And the male.
And the meal, okay,
And they do appreciate it. They do appreciate it. You know.
So,
okay.
Paul, on a yearly, how many students do you usually have, and do you transition them out each year, and do they come back as role models or mentors?
Right beside me right now, yes. Right beside me, I have a past queen who the program entered the program from St. Catherine High. The
Hmm.
king is here as well. This is Giselle Mendes and Giselle Mendes, and we have Kimani Mundl. They are both from St. Catherine High. They are both winners, and they win different years. They came back. We had Brittany Atkinson early on today.
Hmm.
We have Dr. Natalie Irvin. We
Hmm.
have several of them, Ingrid McLean. We have several of these persons who come back and assist with the development program and the workshop, telling these students what they have benefit from the program, and they come back to give. Because today I was very tired, and it's Brittany conduct the workshop alongside Miss Annika Stephen JP.
Hmm.
There was another part of the question that you asked, apart from transition. There was something else you had asked. I wanted to. Pretty lady, you
How
had
many
asked.
persons per? How
Okay,
many?
we have had
Mhm,
over 57 schools
mhm.
participated in the program over the 15 years.
Hmm.
We invite all schools across Jamaica to participate.
Hmm.
It's a challenge. I think we have grown over probably approximately about over 500 students in the program. Not only that, they come into the schools. I've been to several schools doing their program.
Hmm.
I mean, last week Thursday,
Hmm.
I was all the way at Roger Clark. We were doing their program. There's another school name have been want me to come down there, but we are at several schools because I conduct several workshops in schools with their pageants.
So I know you mentioned Meadowbrook and some of the Kingston. Do you do any rural, or how
Yes,
is
man.
that?
I've been as far as to Rossi's High. I've been as far as down to Hanover, St. Elizabeth,
Wow.
St. Mary, schools, Taki High. I've been to the school in St. Thomas. Just so many schools, so many schools, Paul, Bogle, so many schools. Too much to mention.
Okay.
My
So
high
many
school is
schools.
Clarendon College. Did you hit Clarendon College?
We try to get Clarendon College. We try to get Kelly's. Can I say something to you? Um, I had said to a guidance counselor one of the time that to get to some school is like Jesus asking Satan to repent. You have persons who challenged me with the program,
Hmm.
and they would have said to me that you are not doing this and you are not doing that. You need to do this and do that. They wouldn't understand. The half has never been told.
Hmm.
My brother and my sister to choreograph, to create this program and to get it up and running is serious, serious sacrifices.
Hmm.
Now you send document to all the schools
Hmm.
because I got a document from the Ministry of Education,
Okay.
and you send document to all the schools across Jamaica. When you call the schools, sometimes the principal said the secretary don't give them the document. Sometimes the principal don't have time for the document. Sometimes it's not the principal in charge of the school. Sometimes it's a security guard in charge of a school. When you go to the school, you have to be talking to this person. You have to be talking to the person. You have your mouth have is sweet. You have to sleep. I remember I went to a school And night catch me and I want teacher make me sleep her yard till the next morning. We went to schools where the little vehicle, my other director, which is Miss Stevens here, show your face, Miss Stevens.
Yeah.
A car broke down, how much time on the road, no gas. Sometimes we have to go through the community of Vineyardtown and say to some person, put shame and disgrace one side, but you want like a contribution, because
Mhm.
I'm going to a school in Montego Bay. And
Mhm.
when you do go down there and you think, say, when you get the school,
Mhm.
Mr. Abrahams, this, you have to come back. But guess what happened? They know about the program.
Okay.
And as I said to her on several times, several occasions, let me use this opportunity to thank you once again for giving me this opportunity, for the world to know. I'd say to her, KFC, after 50 years in bloom. I said, Miss Stevens, JP, I said, after a couple of years, this program will be so saturated throughout Jamaica that we will no longer have a problem. Sponsors will come on board.
Okay.
School will come on board. I was saying to the students early on, this program is not like an ordinary pageant. It's a
Mhm.
different pageant. You
Right.
don't wear swimwear in this competition. You don't wear falls here in this competition. You don't wear makeup. I said, you don't realize when me tell you, yourself, me put you in a uniform and crown you in a uniform. This school wear makeup. This school wear falls here. No, sir. So I said, I cannot crown you that way. I don't even put them in casual wear. What I do, allow them to wear a creative piece. Make it from newspaper, make it from leaf. Be creative. Express
Wow.
that creative mind. Yes. So these are the things. So what I do, I put a nice, texture and flair to this competition that little later on in our life. You can go on Facebook. You can go on Instagram. You can go on TikTok and look back at your picture after a couple years and say, I was a part of this when I was a young girl. You show me look. And then you can say, I was a part of this when I was a young man. You see how I look? I don't dress like how you dress. Mr. Abrams said, sure that we sit like a young lady. We sit like a young man. We have we enjoy the program. We give them the opportunity to do volunteerism at the Golden Age Home. We have what we call
Mhm.
end of year ball at the
Mhm.
Golden Age Home, where we walk the community and we beg the food and the things them, and them come and them incorporate with this vineyard town, and they cook the food and they go down there and they feed the residents and dance with them. Because I
Mm.
said to them, you don't know what your tomorrow will be like.
Wow, I love that. I love that.
You don't know what it tomorrow to be like. And a part of this program is in aid of high school teens affected with HIV virus.
Mm,
You
mm,
know,
Wow.
what we try to teach our participants is to be leaders, and you must lead and lead effectively, and you must be humble, and you must be able to give back. You must give back. Don't enjoy the plate of the food and keep it for yourself. Don't be what some persons would have called being cocky and think you are better than anybody. You
mhm,
understand me? And then there's this other thing. I still remember your question. And there's this other thing. You understand me? You can do what you are asked on this earth to do as you are passing through and leave a legacy behind. So we have challenges with the schools. We'd have loved the school to look at the program. But can I tell you something? And I'm not blaming the school. It's because of experience that some of the schools have. And as I said to my team, is that when you come with good things, it takes time to grow.
yes.
If it was negative, it would have fly on the market long time. But I don't have a problem. I am learning and I'm ensuring that I am I'm building the foundation that the building can never drop. The
That's
building will
Mr.
stand firm for
Mr. Abrams.
thousands of
Mr.
years.
Abrams. So, Nadine, you think you could help him a little bit with Clarendon College since you got a little pull there?
Repeat.
I'm telling to Nadine right here. You can speak to some folks about
Oh yes, man. You can get Clarendon College on board.
yeah.
I will try. I will definitely
Yeah,
reach
man.
out because that sounds like a program that's definitely something that's beneficial to the schools and the development of the students. So I definitely will do my best. I'll bring it to the Atlanta, Jamaica, Atlanta Clarendon College past student Atlanta chapter because I'm also a member of that.
Yes.
And definitely they can explore to see if that's something the school wants to incorporate and
It's
stuff.
not even should I want to cooperate, they should get involved.
Oh,
Mhm.
definitely.
They
Like I
should
said,
get involved. They should get involved. Because I must use this opportunity to thank Caribbean Maritime University too. They used to give us the scholarship, but because of there are some little issues out there, change your guard and thing.
Mhm.
But we have gotten about what 6 scholarship
Mhm.
from Caribbean Maritime Institute. Because presently this king right here, he is at Caribbean, and Drusel is right here. She got her scholarship.
Oh yeah, but yeah,
Yes,
put her on
and
camera. Let us see her. Let put her on camera. You did that good.
yes,
She can.
and she has her degree now, and she's working, and
Hold on a second,
her
Mr.
boss is
Abram.
happy
So if
over the fact
hold on 1 second, Frank.
that she
Let her
got
come
a
in a little bit
scholarship.
more.
Yes,
Let her come
repeat.
in a little bit
zoom her in a little bit
more.
more.
Zoom her in. We want to see her. Ah, there you go. There you go. That's it.
And I
That
want you to see the king too,
yes,
Mr. Kimani Mundle.
yes. We're gonna we're gonna get him in a second. Okay. Yes. And does she have a couple of words to say, or are you want her to say a couple of words about the program?
All right, hi everybody. My name is Giselle Mendez, Queen of 2017. I am from St. Catherine High School. And one thing that I really want to say about the program, why it is important no more than ever, is because of the accessibility that persons have to the internet. And so any and everything goes. We are exposed to so much
Mm,
things, and it's like anything is right, anything is wrong. And even after leaving school, you find out that whereas in school you'll have some a little teacher here to pull you this way, pull you that way, the program ensures that when you go out there, you remember yourself as a brand and know how to operate. So right now, the kids, even going through and meeting some of these kids right now post COVID, I can see where the influence has been all over the place.
mhm.
They believe anything, they think that everything is right, they feel entitled. But this program has really helped me in such a way that when I went there for the 8 weeks workshop, I mean the talent show part of it is just an icing on the cake for parents to really enjoy. What is important is the sessions. The sessions was life changing. Even though I have challenges and there are some things that really resonate with me throughout this time, the speakers that they have there as well. So from company owners to Ministry of Education, all sorts of people coming to tell their story and why is it important to um, just to be yourself,
Mhm.
how to create a business, how to sell what you have, because what I have is not necessarily what you have, and just to work with what you have and not look at somebody else's art and say, all right, just because I cannot do that, I cannot make something of myself. Represent yourself as well. And even though I did not see a way going into university before entering this program. A matter of fact, when I was coming into the program, I don't know, I just was clueless as to what to expect.
Mhm.
And coming out of it, I can say that I have a degree right now. I know how to represent myself, and I want to give back.
Mhm.
And the title doesn't, the work doesn't end when
Mhm.
the competition ends. Right now I'm still looking at things, what I can do, how I can influence my immediate surrounding, and how I can push it further
Wow.
in the future. So it is a very great program for anybody to be involved. It doesn't matter if you think you're bright, you know um you can just come, be engaged, learn something, give back. It is an excellent program. And one thing that I like about Mr. Abrams is that he's very down to earth and he does it genuinely. You
Yeah.
can see that he's not doing it just because, I can get a thing or two out of it, or because of this or because of that. He's doing it because he really wants an influence on the youth. And I can speak for myself and many other persons. It is working. We need more programs like this. And myself will branch off into something different where I myself can assist persons around me.
And then what's your name again?
Giselle Mendez.
Okay,
Spoken like a true leader,
of
Giselle.
course, of course. Very well represented in our presentation, and and we're gonna give her a round of applause. We're gonna give her a round of applause. One more time. Yes,
You
indeed.
articulate so well.
Hmm.
Trust me, you do.
Yes, indeed. Now,
So we
what?
have a king. We
Yeah.
have the king.
So now we're gonna get the king. I want the,
Yes, you get the king. Get the king.
but just we want to hear more from you. We want to hear more from you at a different time.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, but we love the way you represent yourself. And you say you were 2017.
Yes, sir.
So you won in 2017.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So bring the other gentleman around. Move your camera around a little bit. You have to work with the camera here. Work with the camera. Work with the camera. Hey, there he is, young man. How you doing? What's your name?
I'm good. My name is Kimani Mondo.
Okay,
I
Mr.
was
Mundo.
the king in 2018.
All right. Okay. All right. Tell us about your experience.
Well, initially, before entering the competition, there's always this stigma with males in pageants. Persons
Mm.
might look at you a certain way. So I had to get rid of that stigma. And, I asked some of my friends around, hey, how do you feel if I would enter this competition? And they said, no, man, it's a good thing, man. You have the knack for it, man. And I said, all right. Entered. It was completely different from what I had expected.
Mhm.
When I went in, I thought, oh well, it's just a competition to showcase your talent, try and be the next person, and come out on top. But as Giselle mentioned, while going to the workshops, um, hearing from a lot of the speakers who might come from varying areas in Jamaica, private sector, public sector, wherever they are from, and
Mhm.
just hearing about their experiences and with Mr. Abrams grooming every week for 8 weeks, it really shed a different light on me, let me know that this is more than just a competition. It's really about development. And through that 8 weeks workshop, I was able to develop into the person I was today, because if I could tell you 5 years ago that I would be here speaking to you right now
Mhm.
on this platform, I'd be lying. I'd be like, oh no, not me, because I was afraid to pick up a microphone to speak in front of a crowd of
Mhm.
persons. That no, I had that confidence to say, come here and speak. So throughout that time, it has been a wonderful time. I've learned a lot and I've grown since then.
Wow. 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 Mr. Abrams, you're doing a magnificent job
Thank you.
in grooming these young people, and we can see the confidence. Nadine, you see the confidence level.
Oh yes, oh
Just,
yes.
it's
I
just
definitely see
you
it.
know
We have one who just started today.
really.
I'd love for you to speak to her and let you tell you how she feel about today's workshop.
Hold on for a second.
Holy Trinity.
Okay, one second, Mr. Abrams. Is a Maria Pimak part of your show? Your
Marie Pinnock.
Yeah,
Maria Pinnock.
Pinnock.
Uh,
Okay. I see somebody on my screen that's trying to get onto the program by the name of Maria Pinnock, but I thought she was a part of your show, part of your program. But no.
okay. Well, what I did express and share the link. So
Okay.
probably Paris, yes.
So that link there was a link for you to come on to the show, not a link for one of the links. But that's all right. There's a
Okay.
person by the name of Maria Pinnock, but she's not on screen. But I just want to say hi to her because she's listening. Somehow she got the link.
Okay.
But okay. But yes. So for a while there, my I had an aunt that was down by Malvern Avenue, and
Malvern.
Malvern,
Malvern.
yeah,
Oh, Bernardo. I
yeah.
used to go to Malvern Avenue in the 80s and early 70s.
So Miss Henry, Godsis, Miss Henry, and
Probably because a long time that.
yeah, man, and the big house that was my aunt. So I used to go back and forth from Port Antonio there. So
Where Taylor used to live? Where
yes,
Taylor live?
yeah, come on, look, right up the street, the big yard with two big houses in it on the
Oh,
right hand
on
side.
the right hand coming up.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, man.
Yes, because my aunt, she accepted children from different people, and she grew them. Her name was Miss Henry.
Oh, from the foster home.
Yes, and she took them
She
in.
and Miss Lord God, where the woman like, she and one lady when they cross the road, when they did the upstairs was right at the corner for
I
that
know, I know what you're
shop.
talking about. Miss
Yeah.
James? Miss
Yes,
James.
man.
Miss
Well,
James.
I must tell you, I'm a foster child.
Oh, okay. So
So
you must
that's why
know.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
So
a foster child, yes.
yeah, but that was my aunt, but she took all
Yes.
those children. But when I hear you talking about Holy Trinity, I
Yeah.
hear you talking about Vauxhall and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Those are my areas that I primarily grew up in Port Antonio. But
Okay.
even the last year before I came to the United States, my grandmother died in Port Antonio, so I had to come and live at Malvern Avenue for about a year and a half or so. So
Okay.
I'm quite familiar with that area. So
Yes, man.
these are
Top 10 bar.
right
Top
down.
10 bar.
Yeah, so right in my neighborhood,
Yes,
right
man.
in my neighborhood there. So
Yeah,
you're
man.
doing some
I
excellent.
used to be on I used to live on Musgrave Avenue.
Yes, that was up the.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. So all right. You see, I'm here in the United States, and you're right there in
Yes,
Jamaica,
man.
and we can talk like this,
Yes, man.
You're doing an excellent job, man. An excellent job. And you said there was someone there from Holy Trinity that just
Yes,
started
yes,
today.
yes, because yes, today's our first workshop. So
Okay.
she's representing Holy Trinity. You know, so I'd love for you to hear what she has to say about today's workshop.
Yes. Let me hear her for a second. Okay.
Okay, so good
And what's your name,
evening.
ma'am? Young lady. What's your name?
Good evening. My name is Latoya Lewis. I am representing Holy Trinity High School.
All right.
So it is very tremendous. It is a very good like me personally. I don't really normally talk, and today I learned how to express myself more and in a very wonderful way, and how to communicate and such. Like I don't like you don't normally find people like that. It's just a very my happy place. My happy place. That's all I have to say. Just my happy place.
So,
All
what
right.
made you decide to participate in the program?
All right. So at Holy Trinity, normally people see me as a leader. So I'd like to just get out there and show Holy Trinity students that anything you want to do is possible. And it is normally when they come from a school like Holy Trinity, people say, "Oh, Holy Trinity." I want to show them that it's not just that come from Holy Trinity. I want to show them that it can go above and beyond. You understand what I'm saying? Just like that. I want to show them the Holy Trinity way, how it go, Just like that.
You want to represent positively,
Yes.
a positive image. Okay.
That's basically it though. But I'm saying it's a wonderful experience.
And you only had one day. Can you
Yes, it's
imagine
a
after
wonderful
8
experience.
weeks what's gonna happen?
And yes, I'm saying I'm not exaggerating. It's a wonderful experience.
So Paul, once again, young lady, you're going to be great, and if you're a fast learner, and if this is just your first day, then I could can't even imagine what it's going to be like when you finish the program. Mr. Paul is going to bring you back again at the end of this program, and I'm going to hear about your experience. We'll mark her, Nadine. So we heard her on the first day. We want to bring her back on the final day, so she'll be able to tell us how the program was, and to find out what she thinks of the program then, and we'll be able to see the improvement. Okay, yeah. So that is just wonderful, 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 and we're looking forward again to having you back with us at a different time. So, Paul, for those folks that just joined or just tuned into the program, tell us the name of the program, the organizations again. You have different organizations, so the different mentoring program that you do.
So we have okay. So here's my assistant, Miss Stephen. Yeah, yeah. So we have the Mr. Miss Jamaica High School. We
Okay.
have Mini Miss Vineyard Town. We
Mhm,
have Immaculate Modeling Agency Development Program.
mhm,
We have Miss Forever Young,
mhm,
and this is a program for women 50 and over. We have another program to come, and
mhm,
it is Mr. and Miss Downtown Miss Teen Downtown, Mr. and Miss Teen Downtown. Because
mhm,
what we want to do is we want to bring this program to the community of downtown, bringing youths together
mhm,
and change life.
mhm,
Show them another way.
mhm,
During the program, one of the things that I wanted was to say to you, the program is that many of the schools that enter the program should have had a competition. But the
Mhm,
fact that they do not have a competition, what we do, we still give students an opportunity to participate into the program.
mhm.
I was saying to them today, after leaving this competition, they leave as a king and a queen. Because what we ensure is that each participant leave with a certificate. Give me a certificate, please. Leave with a participant and a trophy. Can you somebody pass a trophy for me, please? Okay. No, just one of each participant leave with a participant trophy.
Mhm,
So it is him and Mr. and Miss, whether high school king or high school queen, you have a certificate. We would love to give everybody a tiara. I would love to give every man, one of the man a crown. But guess what happened? We allow you to go home as a king and a queen. I said to them, only the main winners will just act as an ambassador for the group.
very
So
good.
everybody get that one training. We encourage them to go in their communities,
Mhm,
in their workplaces, and be development leaders, groom, guide, teach, do what is best to help somebody. So from a baby till the day your high close, all when you're 100. Because guess what happened? You have persons, we had Mr. and Miss Golden Age Home, and the
mhm.
man that won the competition was 95.
Wow.
So we grew up to that age.
All right, Paul. I see you have it all covered. I see you all age groups
Yes.
covered. So it was a wonderful experience this evening, and we thought we will only be speaking to you, but actually speaking with the youths kind of just brought the program to a different level
Yes.
because we can see your work in action. It's always good when we can see your work in action, and that's a testament to the work that you're doing. So we want to um, just encourage you to continue to do what you're doing. And I could see that you're all passionate about it because when you speak about it, you just come straight alive and you're all busting out about it. So we're in diaspora, we're in the Atlanta. We here, this program goes out all over, but
Yes.
we are this program. We're in the Metro Atlanta area, and I'll definitely check with some organizations here to see whether or not we could do something as far as if you had a word to say to the diaspora, then let me end it like this.
To the diaspora
So,
across the world, hello, good evening,
all right.
everybody across the world. Welcome to Jamaica. And
Yeah.
I know many of you, right, Miss Stevens? Many of you are past students of high schools across Jamaica. We want you to enter the competition by contributing to the program. You can follow us on Instagram. You can like our Mr. and Miss Jamaica High School page on Facebook. You can contribute in cash and kind. Guess what, Mama? Tell us something. Let us be I want to be very playful. A tambourine ball and a cell and some little contribution. The program could go a little bit further if we had some finance. Guess what happened? I'm operating on zero finance, but this is me. I believe in what I have and the resources that I have. The show must go through. If it's even $1 I have, the show must go through. Because what I do, I try to just work with what I have. I am not going to go over the bridge, but here one. Anything you can do, I am not going to tell you to give me $1 or $2. Anything that you can do, you can WhatsApp us at 792-5900, or you can email us at mrnmshigHSCH@gmail.com. Let us talk. Let us have a conversation. This program is not about Paul Abrahams. It's about us developing youth. It's about us putting out leaders out there. It's about us saving life. It's about us ensuring that your daughter married to a good man. It's about us ensuring that your son married to a good woman and ensure that we have good family values and good family life. I love you. I want to use this opportunity again to thank you, sir and miss, for giving us this opportunity to take in this far to make the world know about this program. Love you and thank you very much. And this is coming from the team and the office of IMA, Mr. and Miss Jamaica High School, and the participating schools in Jamaica.
And we want to thank you too, Paul, you and your team for doing such an awesome job and pouring back into the community. So it's not all about the finance, it's about your passion and your commitment to what you're doing. Just want to tell you thank you, thank you, thank you. On behalf of Jamaicans here and abroad, definitely loving what you're doing. And we hope that some way we can contribute or make a difference to keep this going. So it becomes a legacy. Even when you're gone, it continues.
They can read the book.
Ah, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Good way to end. So, Paul, this I know this is not going to be your last time.
No, man.
Paul, no, because you're full of lyrics. Paul, you have a lot of lyrics, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but it's good. What you're doing is great for the community. We need more of you, people like yourself.
And sorry, just one. I want
Yeah.
to use this opportunity to thank Melanie for allowing me to know you.
Yes,
So,
yes.
Melanie, if you're watching,
I
love
know
you.
she is. Yeah, yeah, she is, and she spoke very highly of you.
Yes,
And
man.
she said, "But guess what? Him talk a lot, you know."
Yes, man. Yes. But she didn't give you the MC side of me. We got the Rocky Cool Flavor Love in the building.
All right now, all right now, all right now, all right now. So I'm looking forward to the Party Bram show at some time or the other.
Yes, man.
Okay.
Yes, man.
Oh yes, sir. Very good. This is Jamaican Explosion, and this is just being a great show this evening. We first had the commissioner from Miramar, Florida, Maxwell Chambers, and he was all about children too. And we just had this wonderful gentleman, Mr. Paul Abrahams, and he came by this evening and just poured his heart out about the program that he is in charge of, the Mr. and Mrs. Jamaica high school programs. Oh, he's a leader, community leader, mentor, and a groomer, a groomer. And I could just see it. We saw his work in on display today. Nadine, thank you, Paul, and we look forward to having you back again. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Next time.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. All right. So Nadine, there it is. Another program well done. And we went a little bit over our time, but that's all right. When we have good things going on, we don't cut it short. We make sure that folks get what their money's worth, as they said, or they get their fill, so to speak. But I've got these people that help us out to in the around the Atlanta area to bring the program to you, and I'm just going to bring them here for a second and tell you a little bit about what they do. Okay.
Caribbean International Shipping Services, Atlanta's official and original shippers.
We're located in Stonecrest, Georgia. We are fully staffed. We offer services to the Caribbean, South and Central America.
We specialize in personal effects or commercial goods. Caribbean International Shipping Services, your full-service shipping company serving Atlanta for over 20 years. We're open 12 months of the year.
We look forward to seeing you. Come by our office at 3048 Miller Road in Stonecrest, Georgia, or you can call us at 770-323-1111.
Caribbean International Shipping Services. Just pack it, we'll ship it.
Yes, indeed, Nadine. So with that, we're going to say, wow, what a wonderful evening. It was just a pleasure having the show this evening. This is the quality kind of show that we bring here at Jamaican Explosion. And we'll be back next week with another set of guests. And I know they're going to be quality just as well. And we want to say thank you. And I want to say thank you to Nadine for just showing up today and doing your thing, so to speak. And it was a pleasure to have you. And then we're going to be back here next week again. Okay. Anything that
Yes,
you want to
just
say?
reminding our listeners to like, follow, share, and subscribe.
Okay. All right. So with that, we're going to say have a very pleasant good evening. And we'll see you back here again next week. Okay. This is Pastor Rob and Nadine saying until next week, We'll see you once again, okay? Very good. All right.